Hi writers! Do you ever feel frustrated when you sit down to write? Maybe you're not sure where your story's going, or you're not sure about the quality of what you're writing. Maybe you feel like you need to figure out X, Y, and Z before you can keep going. If any of that sounds familiar, my name is Alyssa Johnson from Writing Strides, and I want to let you in on a little secret. As writers, we have a tendency to make things so much harder than they need to be. We have all these ideas about what it means to be a writer and what we need to do in order to be one. Let me give you a few examples. I need to write every day. I need to write from 9 to 5. I need to know exactly how my story ends in order to begin. Now, on the surface, all of these sound reasonable. Yeah, it'd be great to write every day. It'd be great to know how your story ends. But what about the days that you don't have time to write? And what if the only way to figure out how your story ends is to simply begin? The simple truth is that when you can take a step back and break your unwritten rules, that's when you're going to have your writing breakthroughs. Let me give you an example. I worked with a writer once who loved to write short stories, but halfway through every single one, the same thing would happen. Her characters would misbehave. They didn't want to do what she wanted them to do. She described it as an actual fight, and at an impasse, she walked away from the page. Now, her unwritten rule was that she needed to write down her stories from start to finish exactly as they came to her. But once she took a step back, she was able to see that there was another way. She could try going with the flow. And that's what she did. When her characters wanted to do something different, she went with it. And it allowed her to write a story from start to finish, and she actually liked where it went better. You can find this same kind of freedom in your own writing process. Whenever you feel stuck, like the writing is a struggle, or your doubts are getting particularly loud, I want you to sit down with pen and paper and write about these 3 prompts. First, what is it that you're trying to do? What is the unwritten rule that you are aspiring to? And second, is it working? And if not, then ask yourself, what are the other options? And don't limit yourself here. So often we dismiss ideas before we even give them the time of day, so let yourself write down every single possibility, even if it seems ridiculous. Once it's on the page, you can figure out which one feels like the best approach for you, or which one you just want to test out and see how it goes. Once you remember that there's more than one way to do things, then you are empowered to find your way of doing things. And that's how you're going to make the most progress in your writing. So give it a try. Answer these prompts and let me know what comes up in the comments below. And if you liked this video and you want to see more like it from Writing Strides, please give it a like as well. Thanks.